terrorists. We're not no gangsters. We revolutionaries. And that's how we rock.
Significant sign of real culture history when it comes to this gang shit, just the black community culture, period. Especially when we talking about the 5 hardest projects in America. And you ain't got Nixon fucking WNG on that fucking list. It's a problem. Where we at with it right now, man?
Man, we with the top 5 worst projects in the U.S. I'm assuming this supposed to be all time. Now, the 5 that he got listed in this top 5, I agree with 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. It's one I just feel like don't need to be on the list, especially as the number he got it ranked. This nigga, he gotta be a New York East Coast nigga, man. Fuck that. I gotta show my face on this one, Jack. I gotta show my face. And I got the
peers then, damn it. Do your peers then, man.
Hey, and I got my motherfucking Blue Devil on, nigga. For the niggas that know, hey, if you know, you know, nigga. If you know, you know, nigga. Picture these motherfucking gates, nigga. Yeah, straight like that. Hey, so check it out, Big Cap. This nigga, True History, dropped the top 5 worst projects in the U.S. list. And I'm really mad at it, bro, because this nigga can't be. See, when you drop a list like this, bro, you have to be or either visited these cities at when these cities were at their worst. To make an appropriate list like this, bro. You feel me? You have to be in LA in the 80s, 90s, to the 2000s. The same for Chicago, the same for Detroit, the same for Houston. Well, Houston really don't have no projects like that. Or the same for Atlanta and so on and so on to really make a true list like this, bro. You can't make no list like this just going off some internet shit.
So basically, you had to either live in it, be able to see it, experience it, to better know the statistics to it then, huh?
There you go. You had to experience it, nigga. I should have dropped this list.
You got that, like, for example, you can't make a project list if the Knicks and Guard ain't on it representing Los Angeles, but you got the Jordan Downs on there.
Nigga, they twins. They go hand in hand.
But we are the largest, I'm going to say this for the record, we are the largest housing projects in Los Angeles. Far as west of the Mississippi, man. I'm going to say it again. We are the largest, the biggest housing projects. 1,066 units, man. The largest as far as the biggest as far as the Mississippi River, man. That's how huge the Nixon Garden is. And you ain't got us on the list? It's 743 units in the Jordan Downs. Not taking nothing from the JDs. But how you going to put the JDs on the fucking list and you ain't got the mighty motherfucking Nixon Garden on this list, let alone the PJs? So, like Unc said, you would have to either live through this experience, have some form of experience, or had an auntie or uncle who lived through an experience who can give you the righteous. You can't come on here as a blogger and a commentator or something and just put your own listing together based on what you think because of the internet say so. When it's some of these projects that's on this list, wasn't kicking up no dust like they trying to portray it on the internet because they wasn't gangbanging back then in these particular projects.
It's only one.
Like that. It's only one. It was criminal elements going down like robberies and things of that nature and drugs. But we talking about the culture of gangs. Black on black killings, criminal elements in that level. In order to put these projects on the statistic statics where, ooh, these are the most worstest projects in the world. These 5. So we went from a 5 list and then somebody made a 10 list, somebody else, and added certain projects that was left out on this. So today, we decided to do our commentary on this particular 5. And like Unc, I'm in agreement with 4 out of 5, maybe. Well, I think I said mine was 3 out of 5. But we're going to B-roll right now. Each project, we're going to B-roll, capture a little quick clip on it so you guys can understand what we mean. and we're going to further our commutation on it.
Before we roll this B-roll, I want to say this for somebody that's not from LA, that live in another state. I'm from Houston, Texas. When I heard about Los Angeles projects, it's only 2. No disrespect to the PJs, because after me coming to LA, I got much respect for the PJs. No disrespect to Hacienda Village, but the 2 that stood out, that name that wrong, nigga, was the Nickerson Gardens and the Jordan Downs. Them names wrong, bro. So, nigga, you out of line. Nigga, if you was gonna put the Jordan Downs on this motherfucker, then you should have put the Nickersons right behind it. Cause they twins. They go right, they go hand to hand, Jack. But let's roll this B-roll, Big Cap.
JD's at number 5.
700 units in 103 buildings, in total ranging from 1-bedroom to 5-bedroom apartments. It's completely surrounded by various other hoods and high crime areas. It was originally semi-permanent housing for white war workers, but it converted to a public housing in 1950. It was 100% black by the 1960s. Mostly immigrants from the South. It grew a bad reputation quick in the 60s. Many residents were unemployed and relying on welfare.
Where are we? We're in the Jordan Down Project. We're in Watts. We're in extreme poverty. So this is poverty down here. You know, you got house niggas, you got field niggas. These are field niggas. This is where slaves migrated south to. And from here is where gangs all started from, what they proclaim. But from here is where people migrated to Compton, to the house district. And these are the projects right here, our ghettos. And, you know, the mindset of illiteracy and, I mean, joblessness. I mean, this is it right here. I mean, broken home families, you know, political corruption, false promises. You know, this is it right here.
The Genesis G70. Intelligence outside.
Vegas is number
the
2.
Rise of 65 made it even worse.
All right, let's roll into number 2. Number 2. Here we go.
Robert Taylor's.
Robert Taylor's.
These 28 identical lifeless buildings were built in 1962 in Bronzeville on the south side of Chicago. It was the largest project in the country at one time. It was more like a concrete maze and had no trees in sight. Chicago had many segregation laws at the time, and still to this day, one of the most segregated cities in America. From the jump, things were bad at Robert Taylor. It was built
hold on, pause it.
Go ahead.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy. He just
What's
said
that?
He just said that Chicago is still one of the most segregated cities in the world right now.
Yeah, as far as how the city is structured, so most of the south side of Chicago is predominantly black. You got your north side of Chicago, that's what the white folks at. And then the other side of the north side, that's why all your Hispanics are located.
That's why I just said that. Like, damn, that's crazy that Chicago is still a predominant separate city, like amongst the cultures. Like, they separate. Like,
yeah.
You black, you ain't got no business trying to move to the north side, especially if your money ain't right. Mm-hmm. It's all predominant whites. So anything over there that's black, you a doctor or something, nigga, or a politician. Or you know, a trash man, something that's making some good money, or you ain't got no business over there on the north. That's, homie, you know something? Just that second, that moment of learning this, that makes a lot of sense why we have so much turmoil on the south side of Chicago, bro, because it ain't nothing but us. It's us on us. That's why so much black crime, black killing going on, bro. They not giving the, damn, that's crazy, bro. They have no leeway, nothing. Everything is south of us. Unless your money right, you ain't got no business over there. So your mind is here, south. Everything is south. Damn, bro, that's crazy, man.
And you know what made it even worse, Cap? The second largest project, the Cabrini Green, after they tore them down, all the people that was on the west side came to the south side.
They had to.
Yeah, they had to.
Where was they going to go? They couldn't regenify and go to the north because they were going to push them out unless you had your money right. You ain't bringing that ghetto shit over here. That ghetto mentality. Oh, Cabrini Green? Man, let me tell you something, homie. Let me tell you something. I stepped foot in Cabrini Green one time in my life. This in the late 80s, right before they blew the shit up, because I wanted to feel Cabrini Green myself by being in YA and reading the Donald Goins books and seeing Cabrini Green in that book as a massive project like it was, right? And then knowing about Kansas City, Missouri, you know what I mean, Wyandotte projects, and Wayne Minor, you know what I mean, 12th Street, things of this nature, and then coming out of the Nixon. So Cabrini became a very, very curious project to be when I was young in my YA days, man, and reading the Donald Goins book. So I always wanted to see Cabrini Green, bro. And I'm going to have to pull up my archive file and go into my archive and pull up my pictures and stuff, because when I went, I was doing my thesis project. And that's when I had a lot of collective footage of cats from New York, Chicago, the South, you name it. Because I was just jumping out guerrilla shooting at the time. That's what they call guerrilla shooting, is when you just jump out with your camera wherever you at. You don't go get no clearance from nobody. You just jump out and get the rolling. Only clearance I'm getting is have a motherfucker sign my fucking release form when I interview him on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I used to jump out, introduce myself. Yeah, homie, what's up, homie? I'm such and such, man. I'm a filmmaker, man, producer, man. I'm in school right now, blah, blah, blah. And I go to work. You feel me?
Hey, but you know something, Cap? He left the Cabrini Green off the list, Jack. How the hell do you leave one of the most infamous projects in the U.S. off a top 5 list?
Okay, we gonna get to that then. Once we finish this complete, then come on, let's go to number 3. Then we still Robert Taylor, right?
Yeah, we Robert Taylor. We gonna play a little quick one.
Yeah, because we got to talk about the individuals
Mostly
they
single
left
parent
off.
households making less than $5,000 a year. Majority of people here had a family member in prison. It was basically a high-rise slum and heavily neglected by the city.
Look at that.
That meant faulty garbage chutes, broken elevators, and no maintenance. More than that, it was a hub of drug dealing, the home turf of multiple gangs that still exist to this day. Mickey Cobras, GD, and BDs to be exact. Even the police and ambulance
GDs and the BDs in the same project.
Because once you got inside, it was a maze of dark hallways.
Elevators are a common setting for assaults. In fact, a fifth of crimes at Robert Taylor happen to residents while they're coming in and out of their buildings.
It was the worst in the 70s. And in one weekend, there was 300 shootings around Robert Taylor, and 28 people were killed.
If you got a gun and that's the only way you can fight me is by a gun, and I have to, hey, you ain't no man, but I'm gonna have to fight your way.
Now you heard that. Now this way back then, bro. 28 murders, Cap, 300 shootings. Did you hear that, bro?
300 shootings, 28 murders. So you know what that means. The police ain't even going down there. They don't even fuck around in them areas. And when they do, they take their time. They don't take their time, man, coming down here for a 911 call, man. They mean, I let them niggas kill themselves. They ain't nothing but niggers down here, so let them kill each other. We go down there and scoop up the bodies when they done.
Hey, Cap, you're absolutely right, because Cabrini Green and Robert Taylor Homes was notorious for having snipers on top of the buildings, and they used to take aim at the police.
So you think they gonna come down there when it's 28 bodies dropping and 300 shootings?
Hell no, nigga.
I was an officer. I wouldn't want to come down there neither, because I'm a tell.
Hell no.
all the heat they already got. That's all my ass needs to become cruising up in them damn big old high-rising building projects, and all of a sudden, nigga, I get thumped from nowhere. My whole head just get knocked off.
So let me ask you this, Cap. So do you agree with Robert Taylor Homes in the top 5?
Based on the poverty and Robert Taylor having a reputation from Chicago, yes. Yes, I definitely agree. Matter of fact, hell yeah, I agree. You can't speak Chicago without both of them projects. That's just like us in the Jordan Downs.
Facts.
So yeah, I agree. Hell yeah, I totally agree with that, huh? Shit, yeah. Robert is supposed to be on that list.
All right, we're gonna B-roll, then we're gonna go into number 3. Let's see who you got number 3.
You know, it's like it's an environment in which we live, man. You know, I don't care whether you're with a group of people or you by yourself. You always have to keep your guards up, man, because you don't know when temptation is lurking around the corner for you know, for your number to come up, you know. You see what I do? I don't bother nobody. I don't want anybody to bother me. But they do know that I can't play their game. I'm quite sure of that, bro. See, that's the thing that worries me, man. You can't be fair out here, man. You have to play by their rules. If you don't, then you lost out.
There's a few notorious cases from here, too. This north side of Chicago project was home.
Well, my apologies, Mr. Whoever made this list. So you do have Cabrini Green on the list. It's number 3. My bad.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense then, because you, boy.
We're going to be on your ass. So my bad, Jack.
On the 15,000 and was the largest housing project on the whole planet at one point. Ironically, it was on the richest side of town.
Pause that.
Yeah, on the whole planet.
At one point. And Cabrini was an old project too, man, that was built. And look how large that some bitch is, though. See,
God damn.
Our shit is built in barracks. Like it's level. And the highest rooms that we have is 4 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So we got, wait, is it 4 or 6? 6. No matter of fact, it's 5. The highest we got is a 5. 4 upstairs and 1 downstairs. So the highest bedrooms we got is 5. So it's 5, 4 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 2, and then 1. But our shit is level. They shit is skyscrapers, buildings. You feel me?
Yeah. These skyscrapers right here, homie.
Hey, that's the worst of the worst, to have to depend on the elevator that don't work and you live on the 17th floor, man. Stop playing, man. Damn, that's crazy.
Hey, but you know, this the dangerous part about Cabrini Green. So the Cabrini Green house, the Egyptian Cobras, they house, they
4-5 different gangs.
There you go. It was like 5 different gangs in these projects, bro. That's what made it.
What my boy say? Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Hey, say, sucker, watch where you're going, Jack. What you gonna do? You and who and what army? Disciples. Remember that the Warriors, man.
Yeah, on Cooley High. Cooley High, man.
Disciples, and they said, "Oh yeah, BD." Them niggas jumped up, man. It was on, man.
Wow, this is crazy. I'm reading a little history, so it makes a lot of sense on why Cabrini Green was so bad. Let's get into the B-roll.
In between the richest neighborhoods in Chicago, Lincoln Park and the Gold Coast, and less than a mile from Michigan Ave. The particular area was built on had always been associated with poverty, starting with Swedish immigrants, then Irish, and then Black immigrants. A 1900s map of the area depicts this accurately. Cabrini Green became a poster child for everything wrong with the public housing system. It was literally the poorest zip code in the U.S. The city was strapped for cash, or even the lawns were paved over to save on maintenance money. New buildings were built on tight budgets and had poor quality. It was rat and cockroach infested and had garbage stuck in the trash chute, and all the way to the 15th floor. There was graffiti inside the actual buildings. Each building was controlled by different gangs. Gangs even controlled the elevators, and you never knew what to expect once the elevator doors opened.
Do the gangs control the elevators?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they can control them. At one time, they, matter of fact, they were hiding up here. And if a young lady got on the elevator, they would jump down and, do what they wanted to do to her.
Oh, man, that's super dangerous, man. Pause for a minute, huh?
That's crazy.
That's too dangerous, bro. So women was getting raped.
Yeah.
All kind of shit. They say the motherfuckers were hide up in the vent right there in the elevator, then jump down on them. See, that wasn't nothing but a setup from the giddy up, man. You can't host that amount of blacks in a project housing like that, and then a variety of gangs merge from it. Not one particular gang running the whole projects. That'd have been different. But a variety of gangs hosted that project. So each skyscraper building had their own crew.
There you go. There you go, bro. That's crazy. And they controlled the elevators, bro. So nigga, basically, nigga, they was extorting people to go to their damn apartments or go to their houses.
Especially if you're a male and you ain't active.
Ooh.
You're a working father with kids living in the project just trying to go to and forth to work. I know they was catching the blues, man.
Catching the blues. And these was Mickey Cobras, Black Disciples, Gangster Disciples, and Vice Lords.
What's the difference between the BDs, the Black Disciples, and the Gangster Disciples?
All right, so the Gangster Disciples, they started out from High Supreme Gangsters. They was High Supreme Gangsters. Black Disciples came from Devil Disciples. Black Disciples were the original disciples. So when the Devil Disciples and the High Supreme Gangsters merged, it became BGD, Black Gangster Disciples. So they kept the Black, the High Supreme Gangsters, they kept the G, and then you had the Disciples. We kept the disciple name. Then a disagreement came about where it broke up, and then BD, GD.
So the separation came about.
Yeah, separation came about. But at one time, it was all one.
Ooh, that boy just dropped gems on me, man. Give yourself a bomb. You're smart, man. That boy shot down smart. That boy shot down smart, man. I'm just broke it down to you, TV land. GD and BD, man. That's the difference. They once was all conjoined together, and they became separate, man.
Yeah, because we all carry this. We all go by the same lit, basically, bro. You know, we all folk nation. You know what I'm saying? It's just they throw up pitchforks, we throw up trays. You feel me? So that, you know, that's some of the differences right there. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on now, TV land, because this nigga hollering in French. We mesure. So and then he throw up a tray. We mesure. Okay, huh? I read between the lines. Okay.
Yeah.
I read between the lines.
Yeah,
motherfucker. Yeah.
That nigga crazy, man.
Let's go number 4. Where we at? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna close off this elevator. Then we're gonna go to 2.
What's gonna happen when the door opens?
The balconies were fenced in.
All right, so let's go ahead and go into 2 right here. Now, this the one I got a problem with.
What is it that makes something great?
Marcy.
At Publix, we think it's the little things.
Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
We're in Brooklyn. Bedford-Stuyvesant. Now, Martian projects had to be bad back in the 70s and 80s. I was in New York, in Brooklyn, bro. Walked down, what's the name of that goddamn street? Whatever street I got off, I know the train station was in between Bushwick and Bedford-Stuyvesant. I walked down the street into the Bedford-Stuyvesant section, and I walked all the way down to Marcy, homie. All the way down.
Yeah, because you could either go under or you can walk up.
Yeah.
That whole boulevard right there.
Well, I forgot the name of the boulevard, bro, but I walked, nigga, solo, walked down the whole thing. No, I ain't disrespecting Brooklyn, but I just feel like it's other projects out here that probably deserve to be, if we talking about worse, they really deserve to be number 2. We could argue, say, Cabrini Green could have been number 2, Jack, on some real shit. But let's see what this blogger gonna say about Marcy.
The Marcy houses were built a few years after World War II in 1949. These 27 6-story buildings with 1,700 apartments hold 4,000 residents, brought to fame by rapper Jay-Z, who has described the homes as a block away from hell, the place where the news cameras never come. One frequent visitor to the projects, however, is the NYPD. Gang disputes are common here, and the gangs have evolved over the years as well, and residents often hear the crack of bullets. In 2014, 4 teenagers were shot and 1 killed in the Marcy houses due to...
All right, so I got a problem with this nigga already, bro.
Yeah, that don't make them no hard project because a baby got killed. And this 2014.
2014.
Every other 1949 though.
Exactly. Check this out, Cap. Every other video that where he dropped his commentary, he went back, like he was talking about, like when he said the Jordan Downs, he talking about 60s and 70s. Robert Taylor's 60s and 70s. I'm talking about, and the same thing with Cabrini Green. Now, when you get with the number 2, you talking about 2014, and your first reference is rap.
Jay-Z.
Your first B-roll is Drake in front of the projects. Come on, bro. You gotta do better, homie. Well, I'm gonna give you a chance. We gonna play. Hey, check. Hold up, I got a Cap. Now check this out. Jordan Downs probably was a 3-minute commentary, right? Robert Taylor Holmes was a 3-minute commentary. Cabrini Green was almost a 4-minute commentary. Guess how long the commentary is for Marcy?
Oh, because he's from New York. That's why.
No. Just take a guess. What you think?
6 minutes, 7 minutes?
Nigga, 2 minutes, nigga.
Oh, so he just went right in and out on them.
He went in and out. So how is a project that's number 2?
So he didn't have enough statics and statistics to talk about then, basically. So that's why it was 2 minutes.
Nigga, give yourself a motherfucking bomb, nigga, for that right there, nigga.
Yeah, because if he had to talk about it, he would have went and told us, yeah, Al Capone, right on Main stayed in Marcy back in 1977. The gang such ran both buildings in 1980s. We ain't hearing that like all the rest. You right, huh?
We ain't hearing that. So, nigga, how the hell you gonna justify? No disrespect to the Brooklyn Knights out there, nigga. Don't get mad at me. I'm just stating. I ain't gonna easily beat you. I'm stating facts, nigga. Nigga, my face. No, hold on. Let me take this picture down, nigga. Nigga, my face gator, nigga. I ain't scared to show my face, nigga. Just unlike these niggas that make these videos, nigga. I'm saying this, nigga. Marcy don't supposed to be number 2, nigga. No way, no how. No. So
it's way. I mean, we got Harlem, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, right?
Yeah.
It's actually got the 5 boroughs, right?
Yeah.
Each one of those host housing projects. Each one of those boroughs got housing projects in them, bro. It's 5 of them. So how you gonna take one borough and say only Marcy projects is on this listing, bro? The New Yorkers should be in an uproar about this shit because they know damn well Marcy project is not the fucking hardest housing project in New York. I'm sorry. I'm saying that, nigga, uncut. They are not the hardest, period. Jay-Z cannot sit here and stamp Marcy like they was the hardest projects, bro. You niggas is going by music. Go by the statistics. You got to go by the statistics, bro. Got to, man. You know what I'm telling you?
Let's finish this little B-roll. Let's let this nigga finish and see what he say.
Wars. Crack hit the Marcy houses hard in the 80s, like the rest of the inner cities in America. Many young children sold crack to take care of themselves because a lot of their parents turned into crack fiends. Jay-Z himself admits to selling crack in Marcy as a teenager. He almost lost his life on multiple occasions. To make Marcy
nigga, this B-roll not even Marcy, bro. Why you? This not Marcy. This not Marcy, bro. What the fuck is you showing, homeboy? Like, come on, bro. And this the second time you said Jay-Z name. Nigga, you really sucking up, bro. Hey, nigga, it's dripping out your mouth. Nigga, I see the white shit oozing out your mouth, bro. You want a Jay-Z cosign, don't you, nigga? Come on, bro.
Situation worse. On December 20th, 2015, 2 police officers were shot and killed a block from the Marcy homes. Since the shooting...
Hold up, a block from the Marcy homes. But, nigga, it wasn't in the projects, nigga. It wasn't in the projects.
What relevance do it have to do with Marcy a block away?
Exactly, bro. A block away could have been Bedford Stuyvesant. It could have been Bedford Stuyvesant, bro. But come on, bro. You tripping right now, nigga. Whoever made this video, you a fucking goofball, bro. Nigga, you tripping, bro. Like, come on,
bro. Like you said, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, nigga, you a dude. Yeah.
Dude.
Peace have been scarce in Marcy. New Orleans is a city that is rich in culture. The city is often associated with jazz and a good culinary scene. However,
so they got Magnolia number one.
He got Magnolia number one. Now, I gotta say this too.
You said you said 1 out of 5, right?
Hold up, Cap. I gotta say this real quick, bro. Nigga, you was a real, man. Come on, YouTube, but you was a real D eater, bro. I can tell your 1 and 2 is off music, homie. Your 1 and 2 is straight off music, bro. It ain't off no statistics or none of that. You made 1 and 2 off music. Now Jordan Downs, Robert Taylor's, and Cabrini Green. I'm gonna tell you why you put them 3 on the list. Cause nigga, them the 3 you heard about. You just heard about them all the time, bro. But you ain't do no research to make this list, bro. You ain't do no due diligence, bro. You really around here de-eating, bro. Real talk. But we gonna play the B-roll, and I'm gonna let Cap speak on this. Unless you want to talk right now, Cap.
Well, I was just saying basically the fact that I agree with what you're saying at this point, because it's like this got to be a youngin, and then he got the old fake box talk voiceover. You feel me? To make his voice sound like it's sounding, to sound interesting, like he know what he talking about when he don't even know what the fuck he talking about, man. And like you said, he just went and collectively got information on those other 3 major projects that he already seen surfacing on the internet. And I'm gonna tell you why I know you're right. Because how else did he know the Jordan Down housing projects were built like army barracks in World War I and II? Because you heard the shit, motherfucker, already.
Mm-hmm.
You pulled it up where you was able to hear it. So that's how you know. How do you know how many units was built there? Because you heard it. You Googled and found out. So I'm in total agreement with you, man. I just think this was a goofball list altogether, if you ask me. If you was going to do a list, you should have did. It ain't no such thing as a top 5. I would have to say the list got to be out of your 1 through 20, which is the most notorious housing projects in the world, 1 through 20.
Yeah.
So, and hold on, and not only that, let's not say the world, let's just say in the United States.
Yeah.
Because we can't take this globally and be on a statistic level, because then we talk about something totally different now. Because in foreign countries, in third world countries, they rules and they regulations is totally different from ours. Niggas getting chopped up and missing in action down there. Ain't no play because they ain't got no lawmen and no police 911s like us. It's a different ball game. So there ain't no comparison when it comes to that. So we gotta say the top 20 of USA, man.
Let's say top 15, because I don't even think it was 20. I don't think you can find 20 notorious projects like that.
Exactly. That's why I gave it that stretch. That's why I gave it that stretch, and I agree with you. We're gonna narrow it down to the top 15 then.
But Big Cap, I just want
the hell with it. We're gonna keep it where we had it at first. The top 10. The top 10 notorious projects in the USA, man.
10 is gonna win, nigga. So let's hear this goofball commentary. He got cash money on here.
Well, that's why he said Magnolia, because of cash money, because Juvie and them. But if that's the case, you can't talk Magnolia without Callio, man. The fuck wrong with niggas?
Say it again, Cap. Say it one more time.
Magnolia, New Orleans as a worst project without Callio? Come on, man. Come on, man. You don't got to live in NO to hear about Callio. Go down to the French Quarters and they're going to tell you, oh, hey, don't go to Magnolia and don't go to Callio. Don't go to none of them areas if you're a tourist. Don't even drive over there on that side of town if you're a tourist.
Go.
You don't even got to live in NO to know this, man. They tell you as a tourist, nigga. They tell you at your hotels. Callio, man. You got to have Callio on that list, man. Wait, Magnolia. We ain't going to take nothing from the Mag. The Mag was the shit. Magnolia, they put it in. They put their work in down there. But, nigga, that's the comparison of the Nixon and the JDs. You can't leave off Calio.
They twins. Bro, even in Cash Money Music, they had a song called Mac Melf Calio. That they was all 3 projects in the Third Ward. The Calio Project, Magnolia, and the Melf. They shot it all 3 out, bro. So nigga, but really the Calio Magnolia is just like the Jordan Downs and the Nixon Gardens, bro. You can't mention one without the other. Nigga, just like if Nixon Gardens was on this list, nigga, if Jordan Downs wasn't on this list, nigga, it'd be the same motherfucking pressure. Because you can't mention one without the other, bro. Real shit. Let's get into this beat roll and see what this nigga talking about, man.
In the song, he described it like this. On New Year's, lights get shot out at 6 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be getting shot. The trials and tribulations inspired many Magnolias to make it out.
You hit it right on the butt,
now. Big names were born and raised in the Magnolia Projects and share their struggles through their music. Artists like Birdman, Juvenile, and Turk all hail from Magnolia. A young female rapper nicknamed Magnolia Shorty was one of the many victims of the violence that plagued Magnolia. The rapper was shot to death in 2010 in her car not far from Magnolia. 2 men pulled into the apartment parking lot right after she got home and unloaded into her car. She was hit 26 times. Her murder still remains unsolved. After Hurricane Katrina hit in 2005, nearly 600 people were evacuated from Magnolia. It became a ghost town. In 2008, they were completely demolished, replaced by a new house.
All right, I'm through with you, homeboy. But this really stamped your video, homie, because you shout out Magnolia Shorty, but you didn't even shout out the most infamous murder from a nigga from the Magnolia, homie. See, but that's how I know you're a young nigga, because he went by Magnolia Slim when he first came out, and then he changed it to Soldier Slim. Nigga.
And he didn't even mention Soldier.
He ain't missing Soldier, bro.
No niggas down there talk about Magnolia without speaking Soldier name.
Yeah, nigga, come on, bro.
Even when you hear the stories, nigga, that nigga Soldier name gonna pop up. That's how I told you when I was explaining to you one time. You was interviewing me about 2 years ago, and I was explaining to you about cats with reputations with real names, right? I said, man, if you got a real name and you really put that work in the streets, people gonna know who the fuck you are, because your name gonna travel through word of mouth. Other niggas tell stories. Other niggas talk about you. So this how your name get around. This how your reputation is built, bro. So for these old phony niggas out here be talking all that talk, and your name ain't what it is, nigga, it ain't what it is. That's because you didn't really put that real work in, nigga. Simple.
Hey, and if your name ain't what it is, guess what? You're gonna be like this right here on the internet, nigga.
Blank.
Hey, but I want to shout out all the projects that I know should have been on this list that raised hell in the 80s, in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, homie. First one.
Hold on before you get that shout out right quick. Hey, listen.
Nigga, I'm ready. Nigga.
Keep that energy. Keep that saddle on that horse and keep riding his ass. Just hold on 1 second, man. Hey, look, man, you been tapped in, man. You tuned in, man, right now, man. R.O.E 2023, man. Spliff DTV, man. Riding shotgun as usual, man. A1 #1 producer, man, the game of this shit, man. Hey, look, man, we getting it in over here, man. It's your favorite YouTube twins, man. Y'all be safe out there for the holidays y'all celebrating right now, man. Don't eat too much barbecue. But Unc about to slap you upside the head with this list before we close out, man. Our commentating and our opinion on who should have been on this list, man. Let's go, Unc. Bring it to us.
Let's go to Chicago.
We back to Chi-Town, man.
We back to Chicago. Nigga, the Henry Hunter Homes, nigga, and the Ida B. Wells. Yeah.
Hey, folk, you didn't go there, did you, folk?
Yeah, I went there.
Hey, folk, you didn't go there, did you, folk? Hey, folk.
Yeah. We gonna bless BJ here. We gonna bless that nigga. Yeah, nigga. So Chicago. Now we gonna go to Atlanta, homie. One of the most notorious projects in the South. Techwood homes. Nigga, it's no way, nigga, you should make any type of list, nigga. You ain't putting Techwood. Nigga, Techwood terrorized Atlanta before they tore them down before the Olympics.
Any ATL native will tell you Techwood was wild and rumbling, man.
Rumbling, Jack. Let's go to DC. Now, I've been to these projects right here, homie. Now, when Uncle Split talking, I'm talking off experience. Techwood, been there. Walked them hoes. DC, this one right here, homie. Search some quarter, nigga. If you don't know where they at, they used to be a block away from the nation's capital. And it had the highest.
I was just going to say, that was the coldest projects that sit right next to the politicians.
Right next to the politician, Cap. Had the highest murder rate in DC. Right in them projects. That's why he told them bitches down. That's why he told they had to go. Nigga,
kill it right up under their nose, huh?
Right under their nose. So little young nigga, you get your mind right, bro. Right off K Street, homie. Search some quarter, nigga. Yeah. And let's go to Michigan, man. Let's go to Michigan, Cap. Detroit. Nigga, Brewster Homes, nigga.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Come on. Man, you just reminded me, man. How the hell Brewster wasn't even on the list, period. You can't talk about D-Town, Detroit without Brewster Homes, man. Once again, man, type of projects is in books. They're in stories. Facts. Come on with that list, huh? You slapping them upside the head, boy. You knocking their ass upside the head, huh?
Hey, it's a few more, bro. But I just want to give a little example, bro, of some notorious housing developments, bro, that you really left off. That's how I know you didn't do your due diligence. Good commentary on 5, 4, and 3. Bullshit on 1 and 2, bro. Real live bullshit on 1 and 2. Yeah.
Real live bullshit. You heard what he said? Real live bullshit on 1 and 2, man. Hey, look,